Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven from X Krogani Studio, and as you can see, I am filming today's video from my workplace in my office during lunch break because I got additional shift to cover all of a sudden and I couldn't rush back to my studio after work. So this piece of news over here is important enough that I have already published it in my Facebook page as well as my Discord server. You can join it, link in the description below. But I still need to make a video and talk about this for everyone else who are not following any of my social medias but somehow you are on YouTube. So this is concerning third-party resin figure brand Arctic Wolf Studio. And what you read in the title of today's video is true. Now, there is this Reddit post that I came across a few days ago, but apparently this news has been circulating in China on HBoy for the past 1 month, but this news is just starting to get out in the recent week or so. So as you can see over here, there is this post by the by this guy, which I would rather not read his username. You can see it on the screen. Has anyone heard about the class action lawsuit against Arctic Wolf Studio? I received this email from Toy Okoku this morning about one of my pre-orders. Apparently, they have taken people's money and ran. Hi, I just discovered this studio had ran away with all the deposits paid. So in your case, you have 220 Australian dollar credit to use towards shipping your other 2 items if that is okay. Thanks. So Ashtar Laika has replied here, WTF, I have not heard of this. I have a pre-order with them too through OshGK. They haven't contacted me about it yet. I did find it strange that Arctic Wolf's social media had been deleted recently, though I thought it was just because of the figure crackdown. And then Yudachi said that apparently they had a dispute with the factory and decided to take the money and run. The factory finished producing Yundi without Arctic Wolf Studio, and that is most likely the final statue that will be released normally. I also received my refunds from Toy Okoku. FNC said that they haven't heard from Arctic Wolf and isn't clear what is going on but are investigating. Okay, so I wonder if there are any other comments that are relevant over here. I'm leaving the link to this Reddit post down in the comments below, a pinned comment. You can go and check it out. Okay, I recently, from Saber192, I recently followed up with 2 websites that one pre-order Arctic Wolf Studios figure from. Favor GK said they no longer work with Arctic Wolf and refund most of my orders. Other than 3, they said it is already in production. GK Lut said they lost contacts with Arctic Wolf and can confirm the factory is still pushing out some orders but had no timeline or estimate how long the wait is. Given your news from Toy Okoku, the studio most likely went under. Okay, so I guess you can read the other comments yourself. And one more thing is that there are a few genuine licensed PVC figure brands that are somehow associated with Arctic Wolf Studio. One of them is this brand called Elixir Dream, a Chinese figure brand. So this is something I just found out like a day or 2 days ago. And down here, there is a commenter, Twisted. Elixir Dream is a watch manufacturer. I'm not sure if that is a translation error from Chinese, but I don't think they manufacture watches. But anyways, Elixir Dream is a watch manufacturer affiliated with GK Studios, also known as Arctic Wolf Studios. Due to unsuccessful negotiations with the factory and insufficient funds, the owner of GK Studios, Wang Mo-hua, absconded with the entire deposit and fled to Japan. Contact is impossible. This is extremely egregious behavior. We urge everyone to exercise caution when choosing products from this manufacturer. So I suppose that if you pre-ordered genuine PVC figures from any Japanese website, you don't have to worry much because you did not pay any deposit money in the first place. That is how Japanese websites they operate, right? They don't take any deposits. But if you pre-order stuff on Taobao, for example, and any other website that is outside of Japan, reach out to the shop or the store you pre-ordered the figures from, and ask for the status of your pre-order, especially for PVC figures by Elixir Drip, where maybe these 7 figures over here, they are under Elixir Drip. So if you were to ask for my opinion over here, this one came as a surprise to me. For a very simple reason, it was just a few months ago they were still releasing figures as usual. Right, I even made a video on third-party resin figure reviews, and there was this blue color character, can't remember her name, from the Honkai series. There were quality control issues related with that figure, stuff like that, but the point is Arctic Wolf Studio just released figures up until very recently. So I wasn't really suspecting anything to be amiss, and now we got this thing over here, which caught me by surprise, to be honest. If I had to guess, this must be an indirect consequence of the figure crackdown over in China, which by now was almost 2 years ago. Imagine spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, investing in a factory, in manufacturing equipment, and you mass produce the figures already, but now you could not sell them. That is very damaging to any business, and I'm afraid that this won't be the only case. There will be more figure companies going under as an indirect result of the edgy figure crackdown over in China. So it is quite a shame to see Arctic Wolf Studio going in this direction, because they actually made decent figures, even though they did have QC issues, but the QC issues that I mentioned earlier, they also started appearing after the figure crackdown. So with the delays and so on, maybe they were trying to rush things out because they need to sell stuff after making a big loss. And then when you rush stuff, inevitably quality control problems appear. And now with multiple problems in their hands, the boss decided to flee China and then Taiwan and then now to Japan. So it seems like Yundi will be the last figure that might be released normally, and that will be released by the factory that manufactured the figure, not Arctic Wolf Studio themselves. And if you have any other pre-orders that came after Yundi, contact the store you pre-ordered the figure from immediately and inquire about the status. Most likely you'll be getting refunds. Hopefully you do get. I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure because they took the deposit money and ran. And this is like not entirely the fault of the figure stores you pre-order the figure from. And I'm not sure if they will be kind enough to refund that deposit money to you, but there's no harm trying. You need to ask. You need to, try, right? So hopefully that this video is helpful or informative to everyone watching this, especially those of you who are into third-party resin figures. And of course, please to drop down your thoughts down in the comments below. If this video is informative, please to give it a like and subscribe to this channel for more anime figure content every week. Until then, thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.